What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the top 10 best underrated Android games with controller support for 2026. And these are the hidden gems you have probably never heard of, but absolutely need on your radar. With most of them requiring no internet connection at all, so you can play offline anytime. And just a quick heads up, my website is currently down because I am working on something exciting, but it will be back live this Thursday, and when it returns, I will also be recommending some great controllers for mobile gaming. So keep an eye out for that link in the description below. And if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment which game from this list you are most excited to try out. And I would really appreciate your support to help me hit 1,000 subscribers before December, so I can keep finding and sharing more new mobile games with controller support for you guys. So hit that subscribe button, and let us jump straight into number 10 right now.
Gamepad Gaming, here we go. New one place for the show. Androidgames with Patty.
Enter a beautiful anime-style action RPG with ALLfiring, a free-to-play game on Android where you carry the flame of hope through a world consumed by darkness, offering partial controller support. Though keep in mind that for some controllers, the jumping button may not work. As the last keeper of a fading flame, you'll explore a vast fantasy world across diverse voxel-style sandbox landscapes, from frozen wilderness to ancient forests, discovering hidden paths, forgotten ruins, and solving environmental puzzles. Experience fast-paced side-scrolling action combat with a 3-character switching system, where you can switch between teammates in real time, combine attacks, and unleash powerful abilities to battle dangerous enemies while uncovering forgotten history and bringing hope back to a shattered world. Streets of Rage 4 brings the legendary beat 'em up franchise back to life after 25 years, and on Android it features a full controller support design. You can plug in a compatible gamepad from brands like Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox and enjoy the full experience. Though on Android the developers note they can't guarantee compatibility with every single model due to the diverse market. This critically acclaimed sequel features gorgeous hand-drawn comic-inspired graphics, fluid combat with new mechanics, over 5 unlockable characters, 12 stages, multiple modes including story, training, and arcade, a stellar electro soundtrack from Olivier Deriviere and legendary composer Yuzo Koshiro, plus retro options like pixel graphics and classic music from the original games. Priced at $8.49, this is a must-play for fans of the genre, offering a polished, console-quality brawler that fits perfectly in your hands with controller support for the ultimate retro action experience. Embark on an epic Viking journey with Oddmar, an underrated gem on Android with full controller support, perfect for your top 10 best underrated Android games with controller support 2026 list. This beautifully handcrafted platformer follows Oddmar, a shunned Viking who must redeem himself by venturing through 24 levels of physics-based puzzles and platforming challenges across magical forests and treacherous mines, all while wielding magically imbued weapons and shields. While the demo offers a free taste of the stunning motion comic storytelling and fluid gameplay, even earning comparisons to classics like Rayman and Donkey Kong, the full game requires a one-time purchase, a detail some players wish was more transparent. For those seeking a polished, story-driven platformer with excellent gamepad support, Oddmar delivers a fantastic, immersive experience that proves it's anything but underrated. The Kingdom of Bren is falling in Soul Huntress. Offline Games, a dark fantasy action RPG on Android with partial controller support. The one significant caveat is that while your gamepad handles the fast-paced combat, letting you master fluid melee and ranged attacks with swords, axes, bows, and magic against hordes of monsters, a user review notes that there's no pick up or interact button assigned to your controller, so every time you need to open a chest or interact with objects, you have to put the controller down and tap the screen instead. This free-to-play offline hack-and-slash roguelike features procedurally generated dungeons, epic boss battles against terrifying shapers, and an engaging story with game-changing decisions, plus in-game content like Apocalypse Mode, Endless Dungeon, and tiered difficulty challenges. The game has an overall rating of 4.5 stars on Google Play with over 85,000 reviews, praised for its dark setting, character build system, and smooth offline gameplay. though some players report bugs, repetitive enemy design, and intrusive ads that can disrupt the flow. If you're willing to work around the controller limitations for looting and menus, this is a solid, underrated gem for fans of Diablo-like action RPGs on the go. Grimvalor is a brutally challenging hack-and-slash platformer on Android with full controller support, making it a top-tier underrated gem for players who crave tight, responsive combat in a dark fantasy world. You step into the boots of a lone warrior on a quest to restore the corrupted kingdom of Valaris, slashing through hordes of darkness and facing off against fearsome guardians and epic bosses across 5 acts of atmospheric landscapes and dungeons. The first act is free with 1 to 2 hours of gameplay, letting you test the waters before a single purchase unlocks the full premium experience with no ads or microtransactions to interrupt the flow. Best of all for controller fans, the game not only supports Android gamepads out of the box, but also added in-game gamepad controls configuration in a 2025 update, letting you bind buttons exactly how you want. With stunning 3D visuals, highly customizable touch controls, cloud saves, and offline play, this is a polished action RPG that delivers a satisfying, skill-based challenge from start to finish. Step into the brutal Norse underworld of Niffelheim, a 2D action RPG on Android that supports full gamepad control, though it's worth knowing that some users have reported that not all on-screen buttons have corresponding controller prompts, so you might need to experiment a bit. For just $4.99, you get a premium single-player offline experience with no ads and no in-app purchases, where you gather resources, craft weapons and armor, build and defend a fortress against waves of skeletons and undead, and explore dangerous dungeons filled with trolls, giants, and deadly spiders. Your ultimate quest is to collect the scattered pieces of a portal to Asgard, complete NPC quests, and prove yourself worthy of Valhalla in this immersive survival RPG that blends crafting, base building, and tower defense into one epic Viking adventure. Explore the charming hand-drawn world of Ogu and the Secret Forest, a 2D adventure game on Android with full controller support, letting you guide baby Ogu through a vibrant world filled with puzzles, quirky characters, and hidden mysteries. You'll explore various areas, solve classic and unique puzzles, and defeat strange creatures to save the world, all while collecting stylish hats and masks that can give Ogu special abilities. Although the game is free to download, note that it features a one-time in-app purchase to unlock the full experience, as most of the content is gated behind a paywall. Step into the role of a necromancer with Undead Horde, a fantastic underrated gem on Android that combines action RPG, strategy, and hack-and-slash elements, where you reanimate almost any enemy to build an army of dozens of undead minions and lead them against the living and their leader, King Paladin Benevictor. Priced at just $6.99, this premium game offers full controller support, letting you seamlessly command your undead war machine and equip your necromancer with endless loot on the go. With a solid 4.5-star rating from over 1,000 reviews, players praise its satisfying gameplay loop of raising a massive horde, the simple but engaging combat, and a campaign that offers about 10 hours of play with new Game Plus modes, making it a perfect pick for fans of action RPGs who want a deep, controller-friendly experience without any microtransactions. Dive into a dazzling monster-taming action RPG with MONGIL, Stardive, an underrated gem on Android that offers full controller support for an immersive gameplay experience, letting you seamlessly switch characters and unleash powerful tag skills using your gamepad. Join Cloud, Verna, and their cute kitty companion Niners on a journey through a vibrant world filled with humans, elves, beastkin, and adorable monsters to collect and tame in your monster codex. Experience quick and intuitive triple tag team battles where you swap characters in real time, each with unique abilities, to build a party bursting with personality and strategy, all while advancing the story at your own pace with no need to rush or compete with others. While the game has a mixed reception with some finding the combat derivative of titles like Zenless Zone Zero and the gear system tedious, others praise its gorgeous Unreal Engine 5 visuals, charming character designs, and engaging story with fun side quests. Step into the dusty boots of Poncho, a forgotten stuntman, in Ponchorado, a satirical Wild West survival action game with roguelite elements and full controller support, set in a 1930s cartoon-style world built from the ruins of a never-finished Western movie. As a never-credited side character, you'll battle through chaos, cliches, and caricatures, fighting bizarre gatekeepers and unleashed characters all vying for their place in this fragmented film world. Your ultimate goal is to defeat all 10 gatekeeper bosses to nominate yourself for the Boscar, the highest honor of the fictional Academy of Cinematic Constructs, representing visibility, recognition, and the right to tell your own story. This free-to-play gem blends intense run-and-gun action with roguelite mechanics and a quirky, nostalgic charm that pays homage to early animation while subverting Western cliches.